you all are fine in this situation. So today our topic is the motions of the earth. Already we have done the explanation. Now we are going for the visual explanation. So as we know that earth is a planet in our solar system, and earth not only it rotates around its axis but also it revolves around the sun. So earth is having basically two types of motion. One is rotation, another one is revolution. Today our topic is rotation. So I was talking about axis. Axis is having a very good importance for this rotation. What is axis? Axis is an imaginary line. It is actually a straight line passing through the center of the earth which joins two poles, means North Pole and the South Pole. But this axis is not straight. You can see in this diagram, the axis is not actually straight. The axis is actually slightly inclined. How it is inclined or tilted? It is tilted at an angle of 66.5 degree from the plane of the orbit and 23.5 degree from the perpendicular of the plane of the orbit. Due to this one only, that variation of day-night, means the duration of day-night, variation in day-night occurs. Now, we all know sun rises from the east and sets in the west. Why it is going on? Because the rotation, the direction of the rotation is from west to east direction. That is why we can see sun is rising in the east direction and sets in the west direction. Solar day means the duration taken by the sun to return to the same point in the sky. It means 24 hours. But earth takes a very little time, a little bit of less time for one completion of one rotation. That is called sidereal day. So the actual time taken by the earth for one single rotation, that is 23 hours 56 minutes and 4 seconds. It is called sidereal day. So the difference between solar day and sidereal day, it is near about 4 minutes. Now the speed of the rotation, it decreases from the equator towards the pole. Why so? Because of the length of the latitude. In the equator, we all know that equator is the largest latitude, and here the circumference of the earth is 40,000 kilometer. So if we divide 40,000 kilometer by 360 degree, then we can find 111 kilometer near about. So as the length of the latitude is decreasing towards the pole, the speed is also decreasing over here. And the speed in the equator, it is 1674 kilometer. Okay. Now rotation, what is rotation? I told you that rotation is a motion. It is actually a daily motion. When earth revolves around its own axis, it is called rotation. One rotation is taking 24 hours. The main effect of this rotation is occurrence of day and night. Sun gives its ray to the earth, but as half of the portion is getting sun's ray, so half of the portion is having day, and the next portion which remains in the darkness, we can say that is night. Okay. Now in between we can find imaginary line. This imaginary line is called circle of illumination. It is an imaginary line which demarcates the lightened portion and the darkened portion. Okay, means the day and the night. So circle of illumination is an imaginary line which demarcates the lightened portion and the darkened portion. Now when the portion which enters from the darkness towards the lightened side, then we can call it dawn. And when the lightened portion is just crossing that circle of illumination as entering into the darkened portion, we can call it dusk. Okay. So other effects are also there, day and night, except that lot of effects are also there. Due to that variation of day and night, temperature, difference in temperature also occurs, difference in humidity also occurs. Not only that, tide also occurs. Tide is a situation, this is actually gravitational pull of moon and sun. When it takes place, when it attracts earth, then this kind of situation occurs, which we call tide, means rise and fall of water level. When sun, earth and moon, it comes in a straight line, which we call syzygy position, then tide occurs. Not only that, another thing is that Coriolis force. When earth rotates, due to that speed, one centrifugal force is being created at the center, which we can call Coriolis force. Due to this force, ocean current and the wind, it deflects towards its right in the northern hemisphere and towards its left in the southern hemisphere. This is Coriolis force. And not only that, the last one we can see the bulging of the equator, or the center of the earth is bulging and both the poles are slightly inserted, means it is inward. That is called oblate spheroid shape. Earth is having only oblate spheroid shape. This shape has been gained by the earth just because of that rotation. If the rotation, this motion will not be there, then earth may have another kind of shape. So these are the effects of rotation. In next class, we will talk about second motion, that is revolution. Thank you.